Hi everybody, I'm Adrienne Floreen. I like to be aware of what's going on in the world, and because of that, I like to pay attention to what's going on the news. Every so often, I either read a newspaper, watch the news on TV, or read or watch the news online. And sometimes I like to comment on it. This is Adrienne Floreen, Comments on the News. And today, I'm going to talk about one of the most shocking news stories that has come out recently. The news that the CIA can assassinate you by hacking into your car and causing it to crash. Kind of like the cat jumped onto the newspaper and caused it to crash down to the floor, nearly destroying it. You almost killed that newspaper, didn't you? Here's an article about it. The agency has looked into hacking cars, which could be used to carry out nearly undetectable assassinations. Since the news that the CIA can assassinate you by making your car crash first came out, a lot of people have been talking about a reporter named Michael Hastings. This article mentions Michael Hastings, but there are a lot of articles specifically about him as well. According to the Wikipedia page about Michael Hastings, apparently, soon after his death, a former U.S. National Security Coordinator said that his crash was consistent with a car cyber attack. And if it was a car cyber attack, whoever did it would probably get away with it. Apparently, people already suspected that somebody from the government might have tampered with his car, causing him to crash. And the recent news story apparently confirms their suspicions. However, when I first heard the news about the CIA being able to remotely control cars and cause them to crash, I thought about something even more sinister. And what could be more sinister than killing investigative reporters who were investigating the government? Remotely controlling cars to cause false flag terrorist attacks. When I first heard this news story, I immediately thought of this news story from about a year ago. You guys might remember this news story. The guy who, according to the news, crashed his car into a group of people and killed them in a terrorist attack. You may remember that he once said he was afraid to pray in public. But you may not remember this. His mother insisted that he was innocent and said that he was killed for no reason. Even though the article and many people in the comment section make a point of telling you that he definitely did do it and make his mother sound absolutely insane for suggesting that he might not have. Even though his family was apparently still looking for answers, and they said he was a nice young man who dreamed of helping his community. And if you've watched Adrienne Floreen Comments on the News before, you may have seen one of my episodes from about 2 years ago. Here's an excerpt.
Where the couple was found, from what I understand, is that they were handcuffed, lying face down in this truck, shot up.
And that is the part that pissed me off. They were handcuffed, lying face down in the truck. How were they the ones shooting back? How were they the ones that even did the shooting? It seems to me that they kidnapped these people, they handcuffed them, they put them face down in the back of the truck, and they had body doubles come in and do the shooting. And then they blamed it on them. Maybe they had guns set to automatically fire inside the SUV they were in. Maybe they had someone else in there shooting back, but if they were handcuffed face down. And if they were handcuffed face down in the back of the SUV, who was driving it around? when they were supposedly running away from the police. When I filmed that episode of Adrienne Floreen Comments on the News, at the time I wondered if they were found handcuffed face down in the back of their vehicle, how was their vehicle driving around? At that point, I wondered if their vehicle could have been remotely controlled. And as it turns out, other people have been wondering that as well, as you can see from some of these conspiracy theorists' articles and videos. Check them out. I'm not going to click on this because it's on Infowars and their webpage is full of viruses. I don't really like Infowars, but here are some articles that they did suggesting that the feds can remotely control cars for undetectable assassinations back in May 16th of 2015. And they say most terrorists are false flag terrorists. And as you can see, when I search for these words, this video comes up as the second result. A video claiming that the Ohio terrorist attack was a false flag. So as you can see from this video, it's not only conspiracy theorists like Alex Jones, but also actual terrorism experts who believe that this might be a possibility. I believe that this has to be investigated more, and that the people in our government who plan to commit these atrocities should be prosecuted for their crimes and put in jail. Because I don't think that anyone here in America or around the world really truly believes that the government should have this power. I think that the government even researching how to remotely control cars as a way to subvertly assassinate people is the government overstepping their boundaries. The government's supposed to be here to protect us, not to kill us. And we're supposed to have certain rights, like the right to a fair trial, which I'm pretty sure people are supposed to have in any country in the world, not just America. I'm pretty sure that in any country in the world, they do have some kind of laws that give people a right to a trial before they're just executed by the government for supposedly committing a crime. And in places in the world where people are executed without fair trials, those countries are like condemned by people around the world. So I really think that people around the world need to condemn the American government in exactly the same way for planning to commit any kind of assassinations. Because assassinations, by their very nature, violate the right to a fair trial. Everyone, no matter what kind of crime they've committed or supposedly committed, deserves the right to a fair trial. Because we can't have a just society unless our justice system is fair. And extrajudicial killings of any kind are always completely unjust. Thank you for watching this episode of Adrienne Floreen Comments on the News. Hopefully this episode will be uploaded today on Friday when it's supposed to be. But don't be surprised if it's late, like many of my videos usually are, because I've been having difficulties both with my computer and my internet connection. Anyway, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see new episodes of Adrienne Floreen Comments on the News, hopefully every Friday, but if not, at least once every week, and other interesting videos every day, including videos about my life, my cats, the events I go to, and my rants not only about politics, but many other issues. Thank you for watching this episode. Bye!